I'm not mistaken, doon na tayo 11 na buok ng mga local chief executives or mayors nga babay. So, women powered yun, mga higala, no? Inakot pa sa kanta ni Beyonce, We Rule the World. So anyway, mga higala, ato nagsundan, ato ang unang topic for this morning. Ato una ako, mga higala, ng guest, kay napa-shape live, no? Right after this. So, our topic, first topic for this morning is about menopause. As we all know, ang mga babae, millions of women undergo such stage in their lives, kaning menopause. And it has symptoms, yet na yung mga babae po yung kayo ay, menopause na yun. Kumuna din yun ni. Nabot na din tayo sa stage sa akong life. So, here we'll be joined by an expert, mga higala, on this topic. She has been named the most outstanding Filipino physician by the Philippine Medical Association and JCI Philippines. She has received the Outstanding Medical Practice Award by the UP Medical Alumni Society, a professor for the Cebu Institute of Medicine, and she is also the continuing medical education chair of the Philippine Society for Climacteric Medicine, a former board trustee of the Philippine Obstetrical and Gynecological Society, or POGS, current chair of the POGS Committee on Patient Safety and Quality Healthcare, and at the same time, the medical director of Chongwa Hospital, Mandaue. Please, Magala, allow me to give this floor to Dr. Maria Virginia Avalos. A warm of applause, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, Mahigala. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I really have to thank His Gudanta and of course Love, because of course women's health is my advocacy, being an OBGYN. And this is really very appropriate at this time because we are really trying to put forward the issue of menopause. So thank you for the invitation.
Yes, Doc. Thank you also for honoring our invitation, Doc. Despite your busy schedule, Doc. All right, so to begin the information dissemination at the same time, our discussion for this morning, let's first ask si Doc Avalos. Doc, unsa man yung menopause and what age usually you may say mo?
Menopause is the end of the reproductive life of a woman. And ang dili na jud tam puros ani na time. But of course, together with that is also the loss of ovarian function. Ang ovaryo baya ang pinaka-importante when you talk of hormones, not the uterus. Ang uterus bahay, bata anak siya. Okay? So, when the hormones go down and there's nothing left, or practically very minimal left, mag-menopause na tayo. Now, I researched a long time ago, about 2 decades ago, na sa Philippines, 48 ang ating average age of menopause, no? The more recent research, however, shows na mula mas muna siya gamay, mga nasa 50. My patients,
Yes.
what is around there?
If menopause happens to women, does it also happen to men?
No? I always tell this to my patients. So there are a lot of occasions na alkansi jud ta. Okay? However, I think the Lord gave this to us because the Lord knows that we're the resilient sex. Peace.
Men, don't take offense.
No, men also have andropause, but there is a remarkable difference in how men will experience andropause compared to menopause. Is the stark difference here? Ang sa babae, sudden. Maybe when you say sudden, it's just a few years, 2-3 years, everything is already back to wala na kaayo. With the men, it is a gradual thing, no, through the years, through the ages. I always make this an example. You remember our past president a long time ago. when he was 80 years old, nakaburus pa gani siya, oh, because they still have their sperms. It may not be as perfect as what it used to be when they were younger, but they still have their sperms. For us women, the moment wala na tayo itlog, masiganahan patag another baby when we have another partner. Dili na jud. Unless of course we do some other things. Yes.
So it happens po sa mga lalaki.
Mhm.
Ang ila lang is gradual, ang ato is sudden.
Yes, that's why sa ila, dili kaayo dramatic, wala kaayo sila ma-feel. So sometimes the symptoms with men, mura jud siya the aging process. Okay, kabaw ka, when we age, we become a little weak, mawala
Yes.
ang atong muscles, the sarcopenia, kana, then ang tambok na anak, especially sa atong bilbil.
Yes.
Pero sa women, it's very sudden. That's why the symptoms are dramatic.
Can we share how dramatic man yung mga symptoms?
Yeah. Well, women, especially during the perimenopause, the word peri means around, okay, in Latin, around menopause, dili pa jud siya menopausal, okay? However, the hormones, ni ana-ana na ang hormones, they fluctuate. And because of this, there are symptoms like hot flashes, okay? We're lucky though that Asians do not suffer hot flashes as often, as the puti. And it has nothing to do with where you are. Because I have patients, for example, in Cebu, who are white. They've been in Cebu for the past 10, 20 years. And when they go through menopause, they really have very bad hot flash. Yun naman ang isang time na mas okay ta compared sa atong white counterpart. And I see a lot of men here, we have to understand our spouses because there are mood swings, no? Wala dyan sila na bruha. Ano lang na, no? Or wala sila na drama queen, no? It's really very difficult na the mood swings. And add to that, I call it the domino effect because you also have insomnia. Maski gani kita nga dili o kabo pala dili kita. Kamo nga dili menopausal, you try not sleeping for so nakastubra mo 1 to 2 hours. You can just imagine the effect the next day on your productivity, on your mood, no? But I want to tell you something that is a little unique to Asians, not only Filipinos. One of the more common symptoms sa Asians will be joint pains and muscle pains, no? Na ako'y patient, mo ano gani nga, Dok, pag mata na ako, ang feeling na ako, mura magwala ko kapahuway, mura bag sakit kaayo ang akong back. Kana. So, abi nila, muscles ra, etc. But of course, you have to rule out obesity. Kaya ang obesity makakause yun siya back pains. Pero kanang mga shoulder pains, diri nga, wala man kay gihimo nga anything very strenuous and then you're having pain. So these are also things, let's tell our women out there na this is something that is still related to menopause. And of course, years after the menopause, when I say years after, like 2 to 3 years after, magsige na magkuhit sa inyong mga
Sige, nagkuan sa inyong mga partner.
inyong mga partner, dili na sila ganahan. You can just imagine estrogen. What is the hormone estrogen? Estrogen is the hormone that keeps our cells multiplying. So, of course, down there in our PP, kung wala na tayo estrogen, the vagina starts thinning out. And every sexual act can also be very, very uncomfortable. Maybe not only uncomfortable, discomfort, I would say outright pain. And then I'm sure you've had that with your spouses, lisod kaayo. And of course, the ability to have your lubrication and the desire. The desire is affected menopause, even the male hormone down. We have male hormones, ha, maski nga babae ta. And it is that male hormone that increases our libido. So kana mawa jud siya, wala na. So it creates a little problem as far as marital relationship is concerned. And then we go outside sex, urinary tract infection. Patients will come to me, so wala namang kuy contact, wala namang kuy gihimo, nagsige kog urinary UTI. No? The same principle, sobra na kanipis. And remember, ang anatomy sa babae, that urethra is very near the vagina. Ang vagina is always, in the scientific term, we call it dirty. Why? Because mura jud siya panit. Ang atong panit is scientifically is dirty because we always have bacteria. Pag-limpyo ka karon, after 30 minutes na jud siya bacteria. Ang gihapon ng vagina. When you're young, maski na bacteria nga makaadto sa imong urethra, kaya ra nato i-reject because it's thick. But when we're getting old, kana problematic, even ang simple bacteria, maka-penetrate, maka-UTI. So it is the generalized thinning of the genital parts, genitourinary. We call that the genitourinary syndrome of menopause. Yeah.
Daghan tag ko ang dok, no? I mean, info overload, especially for me. Like, dili sa takasabot pa na. For example, sa atong mama, if your mama reaches that age na 48 and kanang 50, mahibong kang sa puton kay si mama. Uy, kanang uy, rasig kayo gamay butang padakon. So, we must understand also nga ni agi si mama ani nga phase. Not everyone knows nga ay nagmenopause na din si mama. Let me go back, Doc. You mentioned 2 to 3 years ang phase paano, Doc, sa menopause or longer?
Ang 2 to 3 years that I mentioned is the perimenopause. That's the average. It can be longer for some people and shorter for some. What am I saying? There are occasions, maski ka na 40 years old, na anay symptoms. Even if mag-menopause pa na sila, mga 47 pa, pero naana sila symptoms because of the fluctuation. But generally, when you start having those fluctuations, mga 2 to 3 years, mag-actual menopause na ka. Ang actual menopause, this is by definition, for international clarity, 12 months wala na kay regla. Okay? Kaya naman ko'y patient, Dok, naburos man ko, Dok. Na wala naman ko'y regla na unong kabulan. Menopause na ko. No? Remember what we said, fluctuations, usahay na ay jud makalusot nga itlog during those fluctuations and you can still get pregnant. Therefore, we wish to inform everyone you don't consider yourself menopausal until 12 months na kagwalay regla.
So, dapat i-take note yun na.
Yes.
12 months nga walay regla, considered na menopause. Especially, abot ka na ng age.
Yes.
And should we seek treatment, Doc, if we have these symptoms?
No? For the longest time, ang mga Asians, no? Wala kaayo yung mga mo complain. I think because ang Asians, as a general rule, parang we are taught to bear it in silence, no? Pero, dili malita kinahanglan mo suffer. You have mentioned earlier that we already have a lot of women leaders today. We have a lot of empowered women compared to how it was about 3 decades ago. Can you imagine if you're holding a very critical position and then suddenly you're going to be suffering from menopause? So yes, what we're saying is menopause is for real, but your suffering should not be discarded. It should be answered. We cannot answer that unless you come to us. And depending on the suffering, the symptomatology that you have, then we can somehow give you advice as to how we can manage that. No? Karon, we always say na we look at the perimenopause, the menopause, the early menopause as a window of opportunity. Why do we call it a window of opportunity? Because na-adjud siya yung mga, pag nag-menopause na ta, naanay whole set of problems nga muabot. Therefore, kanang peri ka o nag-menopause ka and you consult, it's an opportunity for us to delay, to somehow answer all of these problems that we know will happen. So, we actually encourage everyone to consult, no, kung naa na sila ani nga stage.
Doc, let me ask, do na ba yung long-term risk ang kaning menopause that pose to women?
That's a very good question. No, this has been the topic of debate for the longest time, but I'll pose you a question first before I answer that.
Go ahead, Doc.
Makakita ba mo babae nga at 30 years old, at 35 years old mag-heart attack? Oh, very, very rare. But ang lalaki, 35 years old, 37 years old, mag-heart attack?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Because our estrogens is cardioprotective. Kanang estrogen, ihimuon niya pliable ang atong blood vessels, no? So, dili kaayo siya mugahi, just like what happens in the male. And that is what we lose when we go through the menopause. The bad news here is the moment you go to the menopause, our risk and the risk of the men is already equal. Dili ka na maghinay-hinay, mo equal din siya. So my answer to your question, the number one risk is cardiovascular. Ang atong mga lipids, busaka na jud siya compared to how it was when we were not menopausal yet. Okay. And then we have what we call the visceral adiposity. Nakadungog na ba mo, Ana? Visceral adiposity? I can stand, but I don't like to. To demonstrate to you visceral adiposity. I used to say when I was young, maski usay kaunon nako, dili man ko mutambok. Karon maski gamay ra, no? Parang everything is centralized here, no? Estrogen is very important for fat distribution. Okay? Kung wala na tayong estrogen, wala na. Ang atong fat murag na-distribute na jud sa sulod. And dili na kay, that's the reason why the woman has a Coca-Cola shape, no? Because the fat distribution is centered in the back, in the hips, so ang babae ana siya. Which is now gone when we go to the menopause. Usa may difference sa peripheral fat. Peripheral fat is kanang tambok nato under our skin. And the visceral fat, no? Kanang sa peripheral fat, dili na siya kaayo metabolically active. Pero kanang visceral fat, it causes inflammation, no? That's why na-adjud siya relationship to heart disease and any other diseases that is underscored by inflammation. Number one. Number two, bones. The patient already is very, very particular about healthy aging today. Why? If you take a look, sa una, ang atong population, wala kaayoy tiguang. Kay mamatay naman ta, 5 decades ago, when you're 50 to 60, mamatay na ka. Then 2 decades ago, 60 to 70. Karon ang atong lifespan is already 70 plus. That's the average. So you look around you, you go to the mall, dagan na makitaan 80, 90 years old who are still with us, diba? But mind you, if you take a look at the woman, no, compared to the man, usually ang babae jud ang medyo problematic, no, sa ilang mobility, naka-wheelchair, etc. Why? To start with, we are born na ang atong hormones, etc., we will have less bones. Meaning to say, kung sa bangko pa na, ang deposito nato thousands ra, ang deposito sa lalaki millions. Okay? Number two, we're not as active as the men are. No? Because physical activity, especially if you're on a standing position, it preserves, it's a weight-bearing activity. No? It's very good for the bones, which are more common again with the males. Na kita dili. Number three, we get pregnant. If you do not supplement yourself with calcium or drink milk, then your bones can be brittle, can start getting brittle when you're pregnant, together with breastfeeding. That's the reason why we want all of us to take calcium or to take milk. The problem lang with Asia is naatay lactose intolerance. No? Kung mutan-aw jud mo sa mga recommendations, for example, in the white countries, wala man na sila calcium diha almost, no? Because they do drink the right amount of milk, which we cannot. If we take too much milk, kana, magsige na tag-ano diha, etc. No? So, depends. So, you need to assess your calcium intake, but not only calcium. When we go through the menopause, you lose a significant part of your bones in the first 3 years. Can you imagine that? And if you don't go to your doctor, you lose that because it is very hard to treat. It is easier to prevent. So, sometimes na ako'y patient, 55 years old, grabe na ang osteoporosis niya. Oo. So, that's why we call the perimenopause preventive medicine. Oo. So, those are the two major, and of course, some others. I've mentioned it already, the genitourinary syndrome of the menopause. And then one of the things that very popular today is mental health. Na-adjud siya effect, as I said, kung wala kay tug, and etc. No, it affects mental health. It affects social connection. Social connection is very important even when we are already 70, 80. That it is probably one of the things that all of us can do for Cebu, no? Na naatay mga activities for our elderly because those social connection is very, very positive as far as mental health and psychological health is concerned. Yeah.
Dako bitaw katabang.
Yes, yes.
Especially if you gather with women who share your common mga hinanaing sa kinabuhi. There's someone you can talk to ba?
Support group.
Yes. yung mga secret GC. Ako na makatabang dito. Like, house nga maka-vent out. Sad ka. Labi na kung anad ka nga, ay, iluom na lang ko ni. But, usually, ang kanina na stage, at least, we have someone that would listen to us, no? Especially mga kaning ato mga anak, busy man.
Yeah.
Busy na yun. Labi na sa ang mga senior parents karon usually they go out on their own. Ang uban, swerte nga na ay anak nga magkuha hatod nila for check-ups. But then again, there are those nga they just survive by themselves. So it really helps you, Doc, no, na strong support.
Oh, I really wish that it is something that we can do for Cebu. As they say, it takes a village. No, it takes a village. So, para nga maka-solve tang ani nga problema.
And talking about awareness, Doc, specifically here in Cebu, how is it? Kamusta ang awareness at mga kababayan and about menopause? And also, are there programs from the Department of Health or perhaps from the private sector nga mutabang ani nila or nag-brought up ani nga issue?
When it comes to awareness, na ay mga local researches. In fact, there is one that was done in Cebu. Na-adjud siya disparity. Murag the awareness in the educated level kanang women na with high education, taas jud siya. In the CDE, some are also aware, but na-adjud ning kanang attitude nga it's part of aging, kanang antusalan, it will be gone, murag ana. So, but maybe you're correct that there is really a problem in terms of awareness. We have tried to do our part like the Philippine OBGYN Society and the Philippine Society of Climacteric Medicine. Maybe just to give you a background, climacteric is the whole time from the time na nag-perimenopause ka, nag-menopause, nag-postmenopause. That's called the climacteric. So our concern is really this population. I would say, duha ka dekada na jud mi nag-World Menopause Day. I don't even know if you have attended some of our World Menopause Day. Sometimes we do it in Ayala, in SM, mga public places. We even try to entice participation by giving mga raffles and etc. I hope they don't come for the raffle, but for the for the education. And then we do exercises, etc. So, and this is not unique in Cebu. We've been doing it here, whether we are the host for that year or not, but all over the country. But the thing is, naa ba siya translation into consultation, it's very difficult to say. Oo. Ang usa ka problema namo for the longest time are the doctors themselves. The doctors, why do I say this? In the 90s, we were practically giving hormones right and left, mura jud siya multivitamins. During that time, it was the third most prescribed medicine in the US. And then in 2001, there is a very large research that came out, and it reached the Time magazine right away saying that hormones are bad. Okay? Natural, it created panic. I even called up my patient and told them to stop. But what we analysis of the data have shown that somehow the research is not exactly accurate because the conclusion was made for women from 40 to 80 years old. No? So, dili ta ganahan mo hatag hormones ka ng 70 years old, etc. nga ang ilang blood vessels sobrang nakagahi, muhatag kag hormones, ma-espiso man ang dugo, so na possibility of stroke. But when they reanalyze looking at the different age population, they notice a remarkable kanang mga less than 60 years old, when you give them the hormones, the results are very positive. Okay, so naa siya segregation, depende. Nano man, kay kanang batanon, wala pa'y problema ang kasing-kasing, wala pa'y problema ang atong blood vessels. Kung muhatag ka, 80 years old nga, grabe na kagamay ang hole diha, aka na, ma-stroke ka. So, there, I found it difficult. There were about 5 of us in the early 2000s. We were practically going from Luzon to Mindanao, preaching about the hormones, but nothing happened. So it really dived down jud siya. In November of last year, there was already a lifting of the black box warning for hormones. And the US FDA during that time also realized that maybe we were daghan women who were not able to get the benefits because of the black box warning. But we're not saying na pag mag-menopause ka, mag-hormones ka. Depende, Jude. There are a lot of things that we can do, and lifestyle measures are very, very effective also. But what I'm saying is, nawa ang attention sa menopause, kay ang doktor mismo, nawa ang interest, despite efforts. But now, we see a revival. Daghan na kaayo karon nga patient nga moadto sa akong clinic, Doc, what do you think of like this? Doc, what can I do? No, so we think it's a good thing. Another thing I want to share with you, and I'm very proud of it, no? We have established menopause clinics, no, from Luzon to Mindanao. It is good because we have close to 100 hospitals registered to our society, but it is not enough because we have, how many hospitals do we have in the Philippines? No, So there is an effort for us to reach even to the hospitals who are not really connected with folks. No, parang ma-spread jud nato ang advocacy. Pero naan na.
Kaning hospitals, docs, are they public or private?
Both.
Both.
Because ang POGs, we accredit both public and private, no? So, of course, the accreditation is to make sure that the standard of care for OBGYN is maintained. So, in Cebu, natin public and private na connected.
Can we
Yeah.
ask docs some names of the hospitals?
Sa government, sa Vicente Soto is a POGS accredited hospital, and then the new Cebu South sa Talisay, not accredited for training but accredited for service. So meaning to say we are able to watch them. The others, I believe, are basically the private hospitals.
What pa abot sa provincial hospitals?
Wala pa. Wala pa. Hopefully, we
Yes.
because Chongwa Hospital is reaching out to some of our provincial hospitals, so we are willing to help them with the medical part, the laboratory part. Yeah.
Yes. And it's good to know, Doc, no, na ay mga hospitals, menopause clinics that we can go
Yeah.
to, especially sa ato ang mga babae na niagi na aning menopausal stage. And one last question from me, Doc, before I give the floor to our media friends. Are there any government agencies that have also partnered with your group para mas spread out ning ato apong advocacy, Doc, on menopause?
It's a yes and no.
Yes.
Why do I say yes and no? No, because wala pa jud tay ka ng klaro nga menopause package or na program ka na. But yes, because the YAKA program is reaching out to all, whether you're a man or a woman, and you can use the YAKA program for your consultations. You can use the YAKA program for the necessary laboratories that may be needed. And some of the medications, although of course the medications for the YAKA program is limited to the most common na mga diseases. But as I mentioned, when you go to the menopause, kana na jud ang time nga mo develop na pag hypertension, etc. So makatabang jud siya. Makatabang jud siya. So that's why I said yes and no, because na ay program, but we have to interpret it in the sense nga it can be for anything. So kaya raman.
Yes.
Ganahan rata nga ka ng advocacy jud nga talaga nga i-promote that you can do something during the menopause to make life better and maintain your productivity.
Yes, tinuod yun na. So, Doc, thank you for answering my questions. I will now turn over the floor to our media friends who would like to ask questions with regards sa itong topic, no? A very informative topic na gi-share sa ato ni Dr. Abalos. So, media friends who would like to ask, sige, si Sir Rico Osmeña, ang ato ang first UILAN Tribune? Daily Tribune. Yes, Sir Rico.
Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
To Hisgutan ta. First is, sa menopausal stage, Doc, is you're being nagging or you're nagging and irritable, is it? That's the first question. Second is, what's the difference of, for example, sa rural and urban areas? Is there a difference sa menopausal stages, please?
Okay. Kanang nagging, I always say that it's a little difficult because personalities of the women are also different. No, definitely the menopause is causing something that's making them a little short fused, but some will not really go sa nagging apart, but some will do. So I cannot really say that it's totally just menopause. There is also a time na kanina stage na anay mga problema, either because personal issues can also affect the way they manage what they're feeling. Nagproblema sa bana, nagproblema sa anak, nagproblema sa trabaho, and then now you're feeling this, the reaction may be very, very negative. So nagging. But nagging per se is not really part of the menopausal. It may be a result of the mood changes. No? Rural and irritable, yes, 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 yes. Pero that's why they call it the seven dwarfs of menopause. Now, for the rural and urban, I think it's more of the interpretation, the way they react to the symptoms that will differ. Because the research that was conducted 2 decades ago and a recent research done by the PSCM showed that the manifestations are basically similar, no? Oo, but it's more of in the rural area. Number one, the awareness may not be there. Naka-feel sila, pero dili sila kabaw nga menopause ni, pwede pala na ako'y mahimo. Okay. Number two, they have other concerns that sometimes they don't think it's important. Number three, it's the social culture that it's aging, bear it. Okay. Number four is access. This is one of my advocacy, access. Na-adjud kay problema, wala man kay ma-access kay wala kay kwarta. Okay? Or nakakonsulta ka pero wala man kay mahimo kay wala kay kwarta. So access is part of excellence. If you want to be an excellent hospital, etc., this is something that you should work for. So we are trying to work with the government. We are trying, especially PhilHealth now, you will notice as very, very good programs. We should be able to take advantage of the programs of PhilHealth. Now, even the ones in the rural or the ones who are less privileged, they should be able to have excellent care, no? Because of this. So, kana ang makit-an nako, Sir Rico, nga problema. But, I tell you, even in the urban area, naanti nga po na yung problem nga kabaw ko, pero the fear is there. And this is one of the findings we notice. Dako ang role sa doctor. If I go to you, you're my OB-GYN, I tell you about my feelings. And then when the doctor talks to you, very hesitant, very about menopause and its treatment. You don't know, but you are actually transferring your insecurity to the patient. So, ang tendency sa patient, dili na lang. That's why we're trying to get advocates. And mind you, when I say advocates, we're not saying advocates for hormones only. Because there are just too many things that we can do, like getting the right sleep, 7 to 9 hours, physical activity, 1 hour a day, strengthening exercises 3 times a week. When you say strengthening, of course, dili naman kaya ang push up, push the wall, and then weights, pero sa weights, kinahanglan gradual. Why? Part of aging, part of menopause, sarcopenia. Unsa man ang sarcopenia? Nawala na ang atong limas. Dako gihapon ta, magpatanaw ta sa kanang scale, dako ta pero puro sambok. Wala kaayo tay muscle. When you don't have muscle, you're also not able to process your calories. That's why it becomes a chronic process. And you become a little insulin resistant, maski dili ka diabetic. So, and can you imagine if you're 70 years old, 80 years old, and you fall, and you are so weak, you are not able to break your fall. Mas nindot man jud ka nang ma-break nimo, okay na lang nga kani ang mabali kaysa ang imong hips. Yeah. Lahi jud ka nang immediate nga mo fall ka diretso sa imong hips. So that's why those are some of the things na wala kaayo ma-emphasize that we can do. It's not all hormones. It's individualized. So the answer there is moment, sorry ha. It's ako mong i-mute pero na. No. So that's why we're saying that we should look at everything as aging. Meaning to say, maski kamong mga lalaki, apil jud mo ani na nag-aging ka. We have a lot of things that we can do, like checking your sugar, checking your cholesterol, this is part of the American Heart Association na things na inalan ano na to. Sleep is the latest that they added. It used to be AHA 7, American Heart Association, 7 lifestyle. Karon sleep, 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Yan na. And of course, food, diet. For the longest time, we have been looking at fat and as the culprit. It is still a culprit, so it's everything in moderation, but the biggest culprit is sugar. Sugar is inflammatory, and most diseases are inflammatory. Therefore, if you're going to cut down on your simple sugar, your sugar, chocolate cake, ice cream, your fruit juice, even your fruit juices, mind you, fruits are very good. But fruits have fructose. Fructose is sugar. Fruits are very good because just like your vegetables, dagan siya vitamins and minerals, pero dagan jud gyapon siya sugar. So kung magmangga ta, ayaw mo ka og duha ka mangga, usa ka slice ra, ana ba? No. Unlike ang kwan, for example, unlike ang vegetables, wala jud siya sugar ka. So you can eat a lot of that, nuts, okay ra ta.
What about the bananas?
Banana is also considered one of the high glycemic index. Appeal jud siya sa high glycemic index. Of course, it's so easy to say all of this, but it's very difficult to really do it ourselves. But if we know, then we will probably try to do it. So it's a total thing, not just really hormones only.
Yes, thank you, Sir Rico. Question from Sir
Mas
Arnold.
active ang mga lalaki, ha?
Yes.
Ay buntag, Doc.
Mayong
Akong
buntag.
wife na diagnose og stage 1 cancer sa breast. After niya nga na opera, nag-menopause man siya, Doc. Was it possible nga hinungdan nga sa edad niya nga 42, nag-menopause man siya sa iyo nga edad?
Depends. I don't really know if it's a true menopause or if it's something that was given to her. Okay, sometimes some chemotherapy can cause a temporary ovarian cessation sa function. And then you will just be surprised after a few years, kana magregla na pud siya. But sometimes also, they do testing of the hormones. My husband is here, he's a surgeon. They do a testing of the hormones of the breast. And then if they notice that the breast cancer niya is because, of course, of estrogen, sometimes they give medications na ipamenopause siya. So maybe that's the reason. Para wala siya estrogen na makasamot sa iyang breast. Pero sometimes when the patient is already back to, they call it, of course, a controlled cancer, and then bata pa siya, 44 pa siya, wala na ka ng mga kipang inject sa iya, that ovary might wake up like a sleeping beauty. No.
Pero ano sa'yo, parang tangtang naman sa bago lang.
Kung gitang-tang ang ovary, definitely menopause na jud siya. 42 years old, gitang-tang tanan. Oo. Nanong gitang-tang tanan?
Kaya ako na yung mga paano ni tubo sa ihang mattress. Nagkatong discrepansya. Kuwan sa doktor na, pagtangon na lang yun. Kaya masig na mo. Dito mo katap ang cancer cells.
Cancer gyapon ang matris?
Wala.
Wala.
Kaso yung mga kuwan lang. Tubo.
Because technically speaking, we don't like removing the ovaries in a young woman. Maski magtangtang mi sa matris, pero dili na mo tangtangon ng ovaries. Because remember what I mentioned early on, nga the hormones are actually in the ovaries. So we always tell our residents, respect the ovaries. Respect the ovaries. Okay, it's easier for us kung mag-opera mi nga, tangtangon jud na mo tanan. Kaysa ka nang mag-save. I'm sure there's a reason. Maybe there was something, padung cancer or whatever. I'm sure. Because it is almost like a Bible for us na ayaw tangtanga kung batanon. Sige lang. We can,
Nag-uul
we
si
can
Sir
still,
Arnel.
we can still do, as I mentioned, healthy aging.
Okay, igo sa doktor kasi pukapit bitaw gihapon ang mga cancer cells.
Oo. Although, kanisa iya, hindi siya pwede mag-hormone therapy because of the breast. But as I said, it's not only about hormones. There are just a lot of things that we can do.
Sige, Doc.
Thank you, Sir Arnold. Any more questions from the floor from our media?
Ang mga babae
Yes.
nato, murag mga batanon man.
Sige, unahon na to si Sir Nonoy.
That my buntag ka. Kanang ang akong misis nanganat menopausal stage na 39 nagminyo kung minyo
At what age?
Oh, 1992 tagaan
39. Okay.
expect niyo wala na pero gitagaan mis Ginoo 1998 more 6 years or 7 years na. Once sa 39 wala mo pagkuan ba pero gingnan ni doktor nga ang pinyi nakausa gud ni. Nya, nakausa mi kay 39 yung edad murag wala ba? Menopausal stage na. Nya, nagpasalamat mis Ginoong tagaan ni usa.
You're blessed.
Oh, kagit na kali na mana sa eskwela. Pag-uhay lang di para ako misis murag sa pampeto niya sa yang kinatawo. Muti ko yung nga ma-cancer. Salamat mis Ginoo diya sa Dulig City Soto. Yatagan, dugay ko kayo. Sige kong absent, sige kong point niya sa absent sa among trabaho. Kay kami ramang duha sulong niya. Pero salamat mis Ginoo nga nakasurvive yun ni. Nga kuan gyud kanang nigupira bitaw nga isaglag kita mo hilak man ta. Ini kuan ba nga muna na nga kana bitaw major operation. Pero
The operation was for what indication?
Pero nawa to yung matris magpaon ba kay magsinto tuwo iyang kuan. Pero at least nga nakakuan yun eh. Wa may problema sa doktor o sa hospital libre man ang kanang kambal nga tos gawas may among so yun na ang among experience sa akong partner. So at least salamat Ginoo na himsog ni.
Yeah. So, it's a success story. But 39 nga menopause is considered abnormal. So, it is abnormal na siya. It is considered premature menopause. Ang problema man jud sa premature menopause, murag the effects of menopause will occur at a very young age, which puts the woman at a disadvantage. Therefore, kanang mga premature menopause, it is a given. We need to give them hormones. It's a need. Unlike kanang the regular menopause, you may or you may not. Pero kaning batanon, kay duoy kaayo. Kanang ang bones niya might already be affected, etc.
Sa ikaw wala rin. Kanang
Isa man, Sir.
kasi termino ano niya dok?
Sabi so?
Waon bitaw sa listya. Cesarean.
Cesarean. Cesarean, yes.
Nga, ang bata, cesarean. Ano? Okay.
Yeah.
Normal ang bata.
Yeah. So I think it is also one of your role to kung sobra ka bata ang menopause, it is a must that they consult because what I mentioned kaniha is happening very early.
And we,
Dapat nahatagan siya hormones or sometimes we give the pill because the pill contains hormones up to the natural age of menopause. So for example, at 39, we give the hormones up to age 48, 49, 50. After that, it's a choice. Because of course, we have to respect it's a shared decision making. Now, there are women who are very natural, meaning to say, if it's a natural thing, I'll just accept it. But there are women who are willing to do something about it. So we give them the option. Pero kanang murag 35 years old, 38, murag it is your ethical duty to give them something up to the natural age of menopause. So murag ikopya ra nato ang the natural life span of the ovaries.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as much as we wanted to ask a lot of questions, can Doc Avalos know? Since we're pressed for time, I'll only entertain one more, and I'll give the floor to sige, si Miss Eileen, since it's Women's Month, atong palabihon ang mga babae, no? So, Miss Eileen,
Okay, okay. Okay, there's a lot of women who undergone yung hysterectomy, Doc. Tulad kaganiha, gisgutan man. So, how do the effects differ, Doc, when only the uterus is removed compared to when both the uterus and the ovaries of women were removed? Then, aside from physical changes, does this affect behavior, mental, and emotional well-being of a woman, Doc?
Okay, thank you for the question, no? That's very important. If you remove the uterus, you are just removing the ability of the woman to bear a child. There may be a little effect on the vascular supply of the ovaries, but usually that's temporary because our body is so nicely made, murag magka ano naman tag ovary. But as I mentioned, what makes you a woman is your ovary. So the hormones are there. So kung gitangtang, so if I may start from what I mentioned earlier, if tangtangon ang ovaries together with the uterus at an age that you're not supposed to be menopausal yet, that's even more dramatic compared to the natural menopause. That's called a surgical menopause. Kaya ang natural menopause, before sa imong actual menopause, mo fluctuate pa man siya. So maka-experience na gamay-gamay na problema before siya mawa. Ang surgical menopause, 38 years old, 39 years old ka na. Nga, you're very young. Your hormones are very high. Suddenly, I remove your ovaries. Drastic. Everything starts. Ang hot flash, ang mood swings are a lot more compared to the natural menopause. So the symptoms I mentioned about natural menopause will be there, but at a higher level. So we don't like to do surgical menopause as much as we can. We only do this for cancer patients in most situations. A few others, but mostly cancer.
thank you, Miss Eileen, your question, and thank you also to Dr. Abelos for her time, no, na given to us during aning hisgutanta ng media forum. So before we go to the second topic, ato sang i-ask si Doc na stay sa front kay mag-take of picture for short, a quick photo op lang, sir, no? So, thank you kayo, Doc Abelos.